That's what I
You guys
thought
were
as
like,
well.
fuck your dome. And they went, what?
Alex Kinley, motherfuckers.
So it was a spot hidden, wasn't it?
Quarter. At a quarter. Yeah.
I'll just roll it.
It looked really cool. The memory will etch
might as
itself into both of your heads forever as to just how fucking destructive this goddamn hammer is.
Wielded by the right person, of course.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's true. If you gave it to a weak dude, then it'd be a lot less impressive. It's like, fuck your dumb little hole in the top. Everybody looks down. Everybody's looking
one
down.
ray of sunshine shines on one school, the bursts into flames.
Ow!
And the rest just stand there and go, that was Bill. It was one day from retirement. You bastard.
No problem. You guys land somewhere so that Alex can attempt to heal himself up, and maybe, for God's sake, put some fucking pants on.
I stand there with my hammer and in the naked buff going, aha!
As we have the smell of burnt hair.
The no smells card would be, or spell would be
Success.
great right now.
6 hit points back.
The self-healing paladin looks fine.
Mm-hmm.
When the fuck did he become the goddamn party paladin?
Yeah.
So, what next?
So,
Remind me to give you a little
time
bit
for Gin.
thing.
A little bit.
Well, you didn't actually go crazy from seeing all of the undead, but yeah, you'll get some.
No, I mean, we saved, like, we literally stopped the whole zone from being taken over by dogs.
Just a little bit of sand. Yeah,
What?
it'll be fine. Pete, please make a note to give everybody D10 sand at the end of the game.
Nice.
Just a little bit. Except Chris, he needs less. He looks burned out.
I'd feel better if I was insane at this point.
Yeah.
I can't get any more sane. That's why I'm insane right now.
I'd recommend trying to max out some of your shit. Have you thought about going and cutting off people's heads, or the tops of their
Yes, I
heads?
actually have.
I think
But I don't like killing people that are part of the party.
Aside from Freddy, right?
Oh.
Well, if you want to max out having your limbs removed, we can help you with that.
There you go.
I can I can't bring back. Damn it.
Not yet. Not yet.
Bring my own back.
Well, you can sit around and experiment with your finger and stuff. Just chop off fingers and keep trying to regrow it back.
I'm
So,
amused that the
Do we want to
KBC
chill
building.
until the dust settles? Like go hang out
Yes.
for a minute, wait for the
Yeah.
dust to settle, and then check the area for shit?
Yes, just to make sure there's no stragglers escaping.
Yes.
Pete, could you give me a, I guess a luck roll lower is better would be good. I'm looking for a crit. If you don't make a crit, that's okay. Nothing bad's going to happen to you guys. This is for other things.
There you go.
Fuck you. Right.
Oh my god!
Okay. You rolled a crit at half. Cock. All right. So, yeah, you guys hang out for a while. And, yeah. There's a pile of dust hanging over Kinley's latest destruction area. You guys say, you want to camp out here and see if anything attacks you at night?
Yeah.
Nothing does. Right. It's next very early morning when it's light enough to see shit, cool enough not to fucking burn from heat. You guys have been spending most of the night begging Alex to please, for love of Christ, put on some pants. I don't know if it's been successful or not. He's just been posing erotically.
And that, boys and girls at home, is how you deal with undead hordes. Right.
Wake up, Alex. No.
You're staying there naked and he's going,
Damn it.
So Logan, while we're down there by like where the crater is now, do I sense any Trump in there?
you're still waiting for the dust to
Are you
clear.
fucking kidding me?
Oh, the next day.
McKay's head explodes in the background. There's your
The
fumble
next
card.
day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was just casting some spells before we went to sleep.
Right. Ooh, McKay, you break yourself. Roll a d20 magic points in addition to whatever You did. You may end up being in a deeper sleep than you anticipated.
Oh yeah, I'm fast asleep.
McKay goes, you guys look at him. Unfortunately, it shows two naked feet, and then the camera pans up to Kinley as he stands over you, looking at you and giggling. That's not a good thing. Cut to the next day quickly. Right. And then at that point, explodes. And here's your fumble card. Oh, you look relieved and get on with your life. That your fumble is looking relieved.
Okay.
I think it would have been funny as shit if you also passed out and the naked guy's the only one away. Are you wearing clothes ever again, or are you going naked this year in order to celebrate your victory against the hordes there, Kinley?
I'll put my armor back on.
Right. I assume you were going to wear clothes under because otherwise it chafes a bitch.
Yes.
Okay, great. When you wake up the next day, it's like the good wish fairy has given you a wish, Joshua, and Kinley is once again clothed. You've seen too much of his naked body to ever rest comfortably again. You may have to gouge your own eyes out. If you can get a hold of a Q-tip and poke your own brain, that will feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Can't hear you, Pete.
I was nodding my head while typing.
Well done. All right. So the dust eventually clears. There's a big hole in the ground. It looks as though something glassed the area. You guys park nearby and walk over, and it's just crunchy as shit. Yeah. It looks like everything's just melted slag. Right. Everybody give me spot hidden rolls at a quarter for something as you look into the pit.
I pop a charge on my glasses too, just to make it just to make sure.
Got it.
Great.
Right. McKay's like, what's that? You guys are like, what?
Crit.
What's in that can? That rusty can. Apparently, it's starting to make everybody crit now. And I fumble.
I love that.
I stare at the sun.
Just like Donald Trump.
Why is there smoke rising from your eyes?
Huh? It's so pretty.
Only two people dumb enough to stare at the sun. One is Doc Fulton. The other is the president of the USA.
No, that's how I get my magic. It has to recharge.
If he had a reverse dice and rolled not one, then he'd be a magical dude. Anyway, you think you other two who aren't staring at the sun going so pretty, think that you see underneath a bunch of glass type stuff. It looks like a trump card.
Ooh, look at that.
Hmm.
Trump card down there.
Is there?
Yep.
You're lying. I can't see anything.
It shows him trying to look at you, and he's blinking rapidly, and it just shows big spots and shit where you're standing.
All right, we'll see about
No,
clearing the ice out the way, the glass out the way.
Homer Simpson when he said that laser eye surgery. He's just got crust on all his
There's nothing here like that.
There's nothing here.
The hole is big enough to comfortably fly in the car. Getting it out will require a fly in half, but to get it in, no problem. Or fly it full to get out. Sorry.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. I like
Got
that.
it.
Well, you didn't need to roll to get in. You need to roll to get out. I said getting in's free. Getting out, that's where it costs the money. Right. You guys go get in the car, and he takes you down there. And it looks like underneath the thick sheet of glass, it looks like a single trump card. And it's hard to tell of what it is, but the only reason you can spot it as a trump card is the general shape and size and stuff. As far as the poor bastards that were maybe trying to use it, There's no sign of them. For
Right.
reasons.
Well, if they're Doras, then they've disappeared and reconstituted elsewhere.
Hmm.
Is
Can we
the
get
trump
to that
card
card
exactly?
or the...
Can we get to it?
Unfortunately, it looks like it's beneath several inches of glass.
Smashy, smashy.
Right. I need a this time I'm gonna need a dex roll. You've got the strength, there's no question there, but you don't want to rip the card because if you do, the card becomes
I was just saying,
non-magical.
how the hell did the card even survive?
They're not immune to shit, but when some motherfucker rolls a luck roll at half, apparently shit happens.
Crit at half.
A crit at half, sorry.
Right, I got you. Yeah, did you want me to try it, guys? I mean,
Yeah, sure.
Now be
You're
careful
fairly,
because lower is better for like.
you're fairly dexterous, aren't you?
yeah.
Well, nobody else is able to touch his hammer.
get it.
Right. He taps around. He didn't do super good, so you've now got a big thing of glass with a card in the middle,
Yeah,
and he's like,
that's fine.
if I try to fucking get more of that, we'll toss out some of the rations and shit, stick this in the back seat, man.
I take my putter and try to do so.
Give me a dex roll there as you now try a much smaller, gentler thing, because his hammer's pretty much the.
I got it, but it's
You
not.
make it a little smaller.
All right, I'll pull out my cookery and chip it away a bit more.
All right, go ahead and give me a dex roll, and keep in mind it's real easy to fucking destroy. Fuck's sake! Right, it shows like a little belt. This is going along, and Kinley's like, and he makes it, and the belt goes to fold, and he goes, and it's smaller, and it goes in, and you go, ta-da! And you hold it up over your head, and you're, ta-da! So it looks like a really wild, freaky place that Doc immediately identifies as. No?
COC, I'm assuming.
Yes. Take a card there, McKay.
Cock. What?
Would you like to show them yours?
I've already seen
it. They have, but maybe they've missed it. They're like, it's been a whole 8 hours since we've seen it. They haven't had that much attention to your cock since you were with the Alex Kinley fan club.
That's true.
So there's a castle, and then there's like swirling colors around it in the sky, like weird blasted mountains.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not cold right now. Or wait, is it? No, it isn't. Which might explain why their plan to escape didn't work. Or maybe they weren't trying for this one. It's just the only one that survived. Who knows what kind of crazy shit happened?
Alrighty then.
So you said, well, sorry, I missed that. Where did you say it's going to? COC?
Courts of Chaos.
Courts of Chaos.
Yeah. Okay.
Who will
Goes to Call of Cthulhu.
There's only one of them.
The Court of Chaos.
I think Josh should hang on to it as he kind of drifts between the groups more than anybody else.
Yes, well, as you wisely pointed out, Fulton, it will. The players need to build up some other shit before they can safely.
Yeah. I don't think we'll be using it for a while.
No.
And I can guarantee you, if me and Chris take it, it'll be gone within like a session. We're like, fuck your cards, all gone. Fuck you, gone. Yay.
Now, would you like to get back in that seems to be pretty much all that survived in here because everything was literally turned to glass. Actually, wait. Let's try Kinley. Give me a luck roll, Kinley. You haven't rolled anything in a while.
To show that we fucking just saved the world. Because I'm not going to go and dump it at the fucking dwarf's fucking door and be like, fuck you guys.
There's not a lot. I'm not sure what kind of proof you're wanting here.
I don't know.
A couple of lich's heads encased in glass.
Yeah, but that just looks like skeletons there. I mean, you may have killed them yourself and stuck them in glass.
I got my luck.
You find some melted, maybe precious metals that have become what we call a ball of crap.
Ooh, okay.
Give me. You try, but it seems to be encased in this glass. Everything was literally glass. Give me a yeah. This you don't have to be delicate on.
No.
Right. He's like, we don't need rations. Put this in the trunk. Rah. You're like, it's too heavy, Peter. And he's like, yay. Yay. So, there you go. Would you like to? There's nothing else really to see here. I mean, you pretty much vaporized all the fucking undead.
Okay.
Cool. You guys load back in the car. Now you can do a fly car roll at full. Do ever leave here again?
I hope we all die now.
That'd be a little on the ironic side. No, he's an expert fly. No problem. It's a little tricky getting out, but he got you out of here. So where to? Nothing to show the dwarves, unless you want to give them the melted goo thing and go, this is our proof. And they go, what the fuck is wrong with you? It is proof.
I don't care about the dwarves anymore. Fuck them. Do whatever they want. Stupid.
Well, we've explored, me and Freddie explored all of what's over here. Do we want to like try to take a little trip over the mountains to see what we can find anything of interest?
Just a quick jaunt to check out.
Yeah, like we can do it real fast style. We have plenty of, we have supplies, and so we're good.
We don't have to worry about hordes of undead anymore.
Right.
With the big thing of melted metals and shit in the back, it is a little harder to maneuver, if that's okay.
Well, we've got time now. Can we just go and drop that off, resupply, and then go back out?
Oh,
that's good. We can do that.
You can do that.
Doesn't take long, does it?
That
flying car.
That way is much easier. In the flying car, everything is easier. That's why normally he likes to make sure the flying car is destroyed or sold, or the other PCs have taken it and crashed it into a tower or something like that. That's what makes Chris really happy. He says he comes alive when that happens.
So yes, we drop it off. We say that flash of light you saw on the horizon and that mushroom cloud, that was us dealing with the undead.
All of them.
All of them. They're dead now.
Party time.
This is all that remains.
They continue their preparations for war, and they're like, great. As soon as we kill off the dwarves that are marching on us, we'll be good.
You don't have, well, they're not marching on you yet. It's going to take a month for
you did pass an army that's heading this way.
That's rude of him, sending the army, not waiting for the ambassador to get back.
About how far out are they?
You're going to guess that the town should have approximately 3 weeks. Although the town, I gotta say, is in good shape for
to get ready for the undead war.
Oh yeah, they got all kinds of defenses already built. There looks to be maybe a couple thousand dwarves. I mean, if you can find a way to get them near a big Azathoth summoning ring in a pit and shit like that, you should be good.
Oh well.
You're gonna let the townspeople fight their own battle?
Well, they're gonna have to do it sometime. It can't be everywhere every time.
You're just their patron saint. You're not expected to do everything.
If you guys had like a 4-story tower, would that help?
They show you where they would like one set up and stuff. Yeah. They figure out
clear the area.
Shit. They clear the area. They get all the people out and all that stuff. Boop. Cool. Yeah. That will help, they tell you. So you guys go off to explore shit. They prepare for meeting the charge of the short brigade. And right. So let's see.
Well, one thing I can say to you guys, though, as you guys prepare, you guys have access to Gothic. They have magic tech guns there. Can't you guys buy guns there? And isn't guns easier for everybody to use? So you will have ranged weaponry on them. They might even have anything bigger than just guns. Guns are pretty easy to get there.
The problem is that we have been getting small amounts of guns trickling in, but the only people that are able to buy guns have a spirit. You have to have a spirit pentagram, and it's very, very suspicious if you go in and say, "I'd like a couple hundred guns, please," or whatever. we've got the money. We have been getting them slowly, but their range is shit, and compared to regular slug throwers.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys can't use slug throwers here, so
No, but we've got a lot of
bows and bows, etc. A lot better range than
for over a year.
the pistols as well.
Yeah, but we
Alright,
do have some guns for the closer in stuff. Yeah.
I think they got from memory, the pistols a range of 10 meters, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
okay. I just thought that might be something that would be helpful.
Oh no, yeah, they all their officers and stuff are now carrying that kind of stuff. These guys, they have been making their best use of the stuff. Also, they have a nasty surprise that they haven't told anybody about. They've been, because they have money, right? They haven't, you guys haven't been looting all their money and stuff lately, and so they have bought a bunch of Chris, and they have made Chris bombs. So essentially, hand grenades.
Okay.
So.
Nice.
Yeah, looking at things, you guys think that if the dwarves win, there won't be many dwarves left to celebrate.
So, how do the Chris grenades work?
They essentially have an alchemical thing to give them that has enough force to break the Chris, and then the Chris may explode. So it's like an unreliable hand grenade.
What sort of
What about
radius?
if I made claymores out of those?
Do you know about demolitions?
Yeah.
Because my other thought was that we take the flying car out and we just drop them on the dwarves as they're marching and disrupt their marching.
Well, we were going to put Mr. Biggles in the airship because he hardly weighs anything, and then have a bomber and 2 peddlers in the only working airship right now.
Okay, the monkey one, the green monkey one.
I mean, if you guys want to take out some stuff too, that's great, but don't risk your car. We don't have anything like that. We'd like to get something like that. Oh yeah, how much does that cost? Yeah, where'd you buy it from?
15 silver.
15 silver? What?
15,000 silver.
Oh. Okay, we'll get a couple. Actually, how long do we have until they get here?
You said 3 weeks.
Yeah, well, you guys said 3. You guys knew 3 weeks. They didn't know 3 weeks. So.
Oh, well, okay. Sorry, I thought that's what they told us.
No, they say if we had a way to get the flying cars here, we can afford. Hold on, let me roll for their competency.
They're fucked.
We can afford 4 of them.
Jesus Christ.
Now the combat flying cars.
It
says normally the public can't get them, but we're members of the Mercenary Guild.
Okay, yeah, but how would we get those here?
And I'm just trying to work out if, as members of the Mercenary Guild, we might be able to buy one.
If you ask the doc very nicely, you could maybe fly them here for you.
That's in a whole different realm of reality.
Yeah.
How do you think we got this here?
You
guys are doors as well. Theoretically, you could use Clem's to go there.
Yes, we can get there, but we can't get a car back.
Fly it here.
No, they can't fly it here.
They stare at you for a while.
Yeah.
Look, we're not magical like you are, Alex. We're not that.
Yeah, we have abilities and powers beyond their ken, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
So we could go over, use our mercenary credentials to.
They are happy to send some people
get
with
a combat car and fly it back,
shit.
and we could potentially do that twice.
Great.
Through the Mercenary Guild, can we get any other small arms, Magitech small arms?
Yeah, if you want to, but they're not really hurting for the small arms. The flying cars though, yeah. If 2 of you wanted to go, and then Doc said that he knows how to make bombs and shit. If you want to stay here and work on those while you guys bring the super duper flying cars here, we'll send some guys over with money.
The problem is, even though we can get them back here, as far as use the power to do that, I don't know about McKay, but I can't fly a flying car.
Oh, no, I can't fly a flying car either, so it would need someone who could pilot one.
They look at Doc. Can one of you guys work on the bombs while he's off getting the cars?
I'm not a demolitions person.
Why is it that you're the only one that can do all these things?
Shut up.
So I think by the fact that you reckon you could get 4 standard cars.
Well, here's the thing, though. Even if you did have flying cars, if you don't have anybody that knows how to use them, it doesn't matter.
We have several people that can fly flying cars.
If they can go to Gothic with, they can bring you guys back. Because they can do the shift while they fly.
They don't know what you're talking about, but they get their 2 best flying car pilots who will crash and burn on the way back.
I can attempt to make the bombs. I'm not very good at it, but I can.
All right, we don't want to risk you at all.
Well, I could just...
We'd have to rename our holidays if we did it. Don't make us redo the calendar.
I could just do a mock one up for you and see what you'll think.
No, that's okay. Nah, that's fine. We're okay.
Sure?
Oh, yeah. Fine.
They're really special.
Well, actually, if you two said you can do shifting, whatever you're talking about, and we'll keep the dock. That sounds good. Why don't you go do? We better get somebody who says he's a professional at this, because it's explosives.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
Well, we don't want to insult you, but we also don't want to have everything done.
I'm only joking. Shut up. Let's go.
Right. So you two go off with their 2 best pilot guys. The only guys who know how to pilot stuff are Dora's, because they used to live in the cyberpunk thing.
Oh, for fuck! This is what I look at. I look at McKay and I'm like, what the fuck are we thinking here?
I know.
Both cars hit each other and explode midair, and you guys are like, "Fuck you, Logan! Both of them fumbled and have no hero points." I don't know what you guys are thinking either, but they're going with you. And they're doing the right.
If we've got 3 weeks, Doc can do the bombs, then come across, and then we can bring a couple of cars back with us.
Well, there's no telling how long it'll take them to do all the explosives and stuff. It's definitely going to be a time crunch. But don't worry, these guys say that they are the best.
All right, you guys go do that. I'm going to build a bomb.
And that, my gentle listeners, is how you fuck up the party. Yay! All right, so hold on a second there, Doc. You're also going to have some downtime now and then, so you can do some of your other roles. If you want to get out 3 days worth of your other shit while you're on break from making extremely delicate bombs, go right ahead, because the alchemical solution is super tricky and it could explode like that.
Yeah,
it's just horrible shit.
I'm used to that, though.
Yes. So meanwhile, you 2 guys go with the best pilots they have and head over, and the mercenary guild's like, "Where the fuck you been? It's been like 1.5 years since we've seen you. Holy shit, you're still alive."
We've been traveling the world.
Oh, how much are your yearly dues?
Who knows?
You do. I'm sure you're going to want to get current with those. They thought you were dead.
Could have been. Might have been.
They aren't that much either. Actually, here, easy way. The guys with you pay it. They have extra money.
Yep.
And
I was going to say, and Alex can, it's a set price for the cars anyway. I'm assuming.
Well, normally it is, but they end up charging a bit more because mercenary guild. But these guys brought extra money because they knew fuckery would be afoot. They're like,
Alex is quite good at whether or not you wanted to do any bargaining, Alex.
Oh my God.
I think you'll find that we should get a new special discounted rate as we are, doing a yearly plan of all the other extra bits that we're throwing in. And
what he's really saying, we pay double price. Double. Oh my God.
By a quarter.
Wow. All right. No problem. Yeah. They save some money. What they end up doing is they end up putting like various weapons that are really simplistic and stuff. They put some very easy bomb lobbers and stuff like that on there.
With the money we save, that goes towards parachutes,
Fulton manages to blow himself up, not when he's in. Oh, shit. Which spell was it? Counter spell? How many magic points is that normally there, Fulton?
6.
Roll a d6 on some random passing person.
4.
So the guy falls over, he lays it. It hurts so bad.
Okay. You'll be okay.
Ow!
I believe in you.
Ow!
Just roll
Ow!
around a bit.
Meanwhile, right, then the two best pilots in the world, the other guys take the money and they go back. They fuck off, or they buy whatever that they want and stuff. They end up joining the Mercenaries Guild too because they have lots of money. And they're like, sure, yeah, we'll be happy to join. Can we get in on their thing? Great. Here's some money. Here's some extra money. We need more weapons. What else do you have to go? That's, woo. Yeah, magic and shit. Yeah, we'll take some of that. And they buy a bunch of arms and stuff because they didn't know the Mercenary Guild existed. And then they fuck off. They take as much as they can, which is not much. Most of the explosives and shit like that are carefully packed into your vehicle.
Of course.
And a bunch of extra Chris and stuff. The whole vehicles are just ready to explode. Okay. I mean, shit's just packed in there, and they couldn't get in enough boxes of it, so they decided to pack it loose so they could get more shit in there. And the pilots are looking a bit nervous because and there's like you and the pilot, and then him and his pilot in different cars, and they're just sitting there looking. The guys, the NPCs, are looking at each other like, "We're gonna fucking die here." Yeah, and so they're ready to attempt to. Now, if they both fail, they just crash into each other, and you guys are gonna resurrect. Okay. And don't worry, a lot of the mercenaries are also dead. We can just mark off the Mercenary Guild as well, okay?
Oh, really? Seriously?
Oh, yeah. Well, if they both fumble, then it'll take out part of the city as well. What?
I want to do this. Why do I have to go with them then?
Because they need somebody to shadow shift. I don't know why you did it either. You should have said Doc Fulton. So, you ready?
No, I'm not ready.
Okay. Think of strategy.
I don't lose my character to this.
You wouldn't lose your character. You just
fucking
resurrect. You just
We're
resurrect.
rolling, they both fail and we're going to fucking instantly die. We don't even get a chance to parachute out of the fucking vehicle.
There are no parachutes.
I said, with the money extra that I saved for the bargain, I want parachutes.
Oh, there's not a lot of space in here. It's full of explosives.
We leave some stuff behind. I want
He wasn't
parachutes.
pushing. All right. Now, the problem with the parachutes, as you'll recall, is you need to be 300-400 meters up in the air to have any hope of them working, and that's still considered a halo jump, which is, actually, that's a low
It's
jump.
something I can spend pos on.
Okay.
You can't spend pos.
Well, yes, but it's mostly the liftoff that you're worried about. That's one of the most dangerous times when you're driving a car full of explosives. Would you, if you want to keep them from running into each other, do you want one to lift off and then go? Whose would you like to go first? McKay, did you also want a fucking parachute strapped to you?
If it's going to be any additional
explodes, what?
Sorry.
You don't know if it'll actually help it all if the car explodes, but Alex Kinley is insisting on it. He's wearing gold penis armor.
Sure, if any chance at all of making it.
No problem. It just shows him taking out explosives and stuff. We'll keep these on file for you. Yeah. The guys are like, okay, do I get a parachute? He says to Alex.
No.
There's
no room.
You don't need a parachute. You're an expert driver.
He looks scared to death. You can smell the sharp, acidic smell of urine, or one of the bombs that's in the back started leaking. You're not really sure which, okay? So, who's going first?
They just take it slow and steady. They're not in a race. They don't have to. They're not in a dangerous situation. They go carefully.
They're going to try. I'm giving them bonuses and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how I roll. I'm just preparing you guys for needing to resurrect. I don't want to hear any whining because you guys have chosen to strap yourselves to bombs.
No, we didn't. I came here thinking we were going to get fucking cars. I didn't think they were going to load with bombs as well.
Oh yeah.
So no, let's get all the bomb shit out. Fuck it. That can go separately.
How? He says.
We'll take it somewhere. We'll get Chris to come over and bring a car with just the bombs in it.
It shows Chris.
I'm not getting stuffing myself in a car with a bloody guy who's probably got.
How big are the bombs?
Like,
they've got a lot of like large hand grenade stuff. They've got.
You have a couple of guys with backpacks going through Clems a couple of times.
Oh, they say, yeah, we could do that, right? You guys sit around the Mercenaries Guild for 2 days while they get their shit together and have the cards emptied out and people run back and forth and all that.
No, we just we go to we use the White Dove, so it's not the Mercenary Guild, so that we can leave and not wait the 2 days while they come and get the stuff from the White Dove.
Well, if you guys wanted to, you could hang out in the White Dove and paint for 2 days and try to make cards.
All right. Well, yeah, we can do that.
Sounds good.
You guys,
it's going to take 2 days.
Well, we didn't have to strap ourselves to Bob's, and Kinley's like, "Fuck you." Still wearing his parachute. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, let's try doing ace.
He's wearing golden armor with a parachute. He's definitely got a unique look.
Yeah.
Walking in the parachute's normally a pain in the ass.
Doing painting.
Pull it off somehow.
So to do sketching and painting and then...
No. There's no sketching involved in this. You could try a sketching roll first. That's only an hour out of your day. But basically, it's first paint, then trump, and then you're good. You just have to succeed in both.
Okay, so...
Oh, you should have heard the fucking yelling and shit, Chris.
Good news, Doc. You are coming across and taking the car that's full of bombs back.
Oh. Okay.
No. We said to him, why are you loading the cars up? Why don't you just take them back via Clems? Oh, yeah, we could do that, couldn't we?
I'm going to attempt.
So how many days do we have until this shit goes
2
down?
days. 2 days. Go ahead and try it. If you'd like to paint your own card, you've got time to try one of those. Would you like to paint yourself? You'll feel pretty. Oh, so pretty. Look at him go. I'm pretty. He says, pretty, pretty, pretty. Now draw a penis on top of my forehead. There we go. Nice penis. You feel somebody's trying to get in touch with your penis. Oh, it's you. Shit. Right. Are you guys done with your skill horn?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Well, not you, Chris. You're going to be making bombs and stuff while they're doing their run. Okay, so you guys each get in the thing now. Fortunately, the car won't outright explode, which disappoints Logan greatly, but it can still cause you to plummet to your death, possibly even before you can get high enough to deploy your parachute. But they will attempt to get high enough where if you need to deploy your parachutes, maybe it will work. So who would like me to roll their ship first? They're taking it slow and steady, but, they haven't driven this style of car before because they're not used to attack things. They've driven like private vehicles and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he feels braver now. He's not strapped to a giant bomb, doesn't he? Here we go. Vroom. Hey, right. He's going okay. All you got to do is simply make your shadow shift roll, Matt, and make it by half so you don't get the GM fucking with you mercilessly. Otherwise, I'll stick you somewhere at random in the world, and we'll see what happens to you.
That's not going to happen, is it? No, you know what? Oh, for fuck, we can't do that. Can you fly the cart through the fucking waterfall?
The guy looks at you. He's like, "Are you insane? What are you
Interesting
doing?"
idea.
Well,
No, but the problem is the car won't work in Burlington.
Yeah. Fuck it. All right.
I assume that's what you were thinking about, going to Burlington and then up with the funnel.
Well, it's going to be hard enough getting the skill, let alone fucking getting by half. But oh well.
I mean, can we fly once they've got control of the cars? Are they confident enough to fly? I mean, they've got to fly in traffic previously, close enough that we can shadow walk both of them across.
No, they're not that. They're nervous about this because these are kind of.
That's right.
It's like flying somebody else's car or driving somebody else's car.
Okay.
They don't want to fly that. They're not formation flyers.
Yep, that's right. Just thought I'd check.
Oh, well, if you didn't get it, then you're all good. You just are going to be flying for a couple days. McKay, your guy is now going to try liftoff.
Mm-hmm.
And I put this in the right one. Oh, God damn it.
Equip skill.
And here comes McKay's. Hey, it works. No problem. McKay, it's your big shadow shift to half. Good luck.
Oops, no, I got under spells,
If
don't
you
I?
fail it, then you can fly alongside of Kinley.
Yep. Didn't do it by half, did it? Almost half.
I'll put you somewhere random in the world in a moment. I'll get
Hang on
back.
a second. No, wait a second. I'm looking at. No, I didn't shamble. I fumbled.
Yeah, I was gonna
Sorry.
Oh,
I got distracted by
I
James
see.
Fulton Rowe.
Oh, yeah, the folding thing. No problem. Right. You are going to be in the worst possible place I can put you at.
Yes, I'll
I think
spend a
they'll
hero point.
And shit.
Yeah.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Well, I guess it's a new zone I haven't been to before, which will be good.
That's one way to look at it. I'll get back to you then. All right. Yeah. I'll
Hang
get
on a
back to you.
second. I've spent a hero point.
Oh, God damn it. Why can't you just go for the flying demon?
There we go. I made it.
All right. So you're going to be at random somewhere in the world. Right. Okay. So 2 days later, Kinley, go ahead and try for your shadow walk again because it didn't happen the first day. You're just flying around.
Fumble.
And you go to the worst place. There's flying demons and volcanoes and shit. Good news is, aside from the flying demons trying to take down.
Oh, no.
Yeah, seems to be.
That's it done.
Well, you only failed. So now it's 4 days of flying, and then you get a new roll.
No, I'm done. It's fucking enough. Not doing it. Not spending any more pause on it. Stupid idea anyway.
Right. So you're going to instruct him to return to base?
Well, I'll give it one more go. If it doesn't work, I'm not doing it again.
That's up to you.
Yeah, there you go. Some random fucking place, and so probably end up halfway across the country and don't get back in time. It's like, yay, why not?
No. The flying cars, I think, from the sounds of the MMO land, we can pretty much fly from one end to the other in a couple of days.
Both of you guys roll a D3 for me and tell me the result because I can't see the board.
3.
Okay, I know generally where you're at. And McKay?
2.
And wow, McKay may luck out. McKay, roll 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll D4 for me.
2.
Wow, you're above the dead forest. Oh, that's easy. You head south, and there you go. Let's see. Meanwhile, roll a 1, 2, 3. Roll a D4 for me, Matt. May or may not recognize where you're at. 1? Oh. Shit, you've come out above Lake Wrath. Do you remember the general direction to how to get home?
That's the one by the Penis Mountains, isn't it?
The Penis Enlargement Mountains?
Yeah.
No, they're not really super close by. No, they're not. No, those aren't right.
Is it all the?
So from here, your options are. There's a small island that contains a giant staircase you could go to. There's a large goblin village, the Gleam River.
Oh, I know the Goblin Village.
Okay.
Yeah, I know Lake Wrath. That's where we were close to when we killed the Goblin priest guy who.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent. Give me a simple, unless you can tell me the general compass direction, a simple navigation at full. Yeah, I'll tell you the compass direction.
Navigation.
I'll take either air or land. You can have them. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it.
West.
Yeah.
Right. You guys head west, and eventually you get into familiar territory. Normally, this would take like a long time, but flying car, it's like, oh no, we have to fly for a few more hours. Eventually, you get them back there, despite your bitching and belly aching.
After blowing a fucking bunch of poles on it.
Yeah.
Really worth it.
Yeah. We'll see how they do in battle. That'll be fun. And anyway, but they can hold several troops and stuff who are all ready to throw out the bombs. But speaking of the bombs, now what they do is they put you just outside of the city walls in a temporary building there, Fulton.
Yep.
They get you a whole bunch of bomb parts and shit like that, a whole bunch of fucking alchemical stuff, one really nervous alchemist, and a whole lot of Chris and stuff. And they go, there you go. And everybody else runs except nervous looking alchemist. He is there to do anything that you need with alchemy, although the shit's already mixed. And he's just there pretty much to die should you fuck up.
Okay.
Give me a demolitions roll. Lower is better. If you fumble, there is a fantastic flash, and then you can resurrect somewhere.
I already did. I made it. I thought you taught. I'll make another one if you want me to.
No, I didn't see the demolitions.
Yeah, it was fairly high up.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a great roll, but it was a
success.
Yeah, it was a success.
Good enough. No problem. You turn out. Give me a jury rig roll to make it a little bit better. There may be a way to make their things a bit better. If it isn't, then you can just throw it out with a throw roll, and it should be far enough away that if it explodes, then right, you improve their other bombs as well. People are really impressed. They're like, ooh. And right, then they have a bunch of sweaty, nervous people come and wait for the cars. The McKay's vehicle arrives within a couple days, and like 6 or 8 days after that, then Kinley's vehicle pulls up, which is
fucking piece of shit.
Which is still plenty of time before the big invasion. Although now with these vehicles, they can have people go out and deal with them. So do you guys want to let them go off and try it, or would you like to do any of this as well? Or essentially, they've got a lot of bombardier positions and pilot positions, but
have fun storming the castle.
Right, no problem. They get loaded up, and
I suspect I am having no. That was the case for both Alex and Fulton.
No problem. You guys get cleaned up and fed and alcohol and all that shit. And everybody's very happy that you got stuff. They brought a lot of extra bombs and stuff. They all get loaded up. And the head man goes, all right, guys, we're going to need you guys, not talking to the PCs, talking to somebody else, to go out, bomb the shit out of their formation. That should weaken them up well before they get here. Maybe make them think twice about coming here. The Middle Plains is human territory. People go, ugh, and they go out. And I'm just going to do 1 percentage roll to see generally how do they do.
And here comes the fumble.
Yes.
Here they do. Halfway out, they ram each other, explode.
If I roll a 96 or higher, then it'll happen while everybody's like, because everybody's well away watching. It's like, they got band playing, girls throwing flags. Here we go. They're one big roll.
Nice.
Wow. God damn, I was not expecting any kind of success. They bombed the fuck out of them. Those guys are wishing that the German Luftwaffe would come do some strafing runs and shit instead. They made their shit under half. They just bombed them mercilessly. The dwarves now attempt a morale check. Immediately. Right. So they got a lot of the war ends quickly. They have a lot of German. The Germans are here. No, they have a lot of dwarvish guests who are like political prisoners type thing that are here, and part of their penance is to make good shit for the humans and teach them Dwarven smithing techniques and shit, because they have been threatened that we will bomb the mountain range into dust unless you do this and keep peace with the humans. So pretty much the dwarves end up becoming kind of a vassal state after fucking fumbling their thing. Yeah. So the war goes well.
So it was worth us going and getting those vehicles, Alex, after all that annoyance.
You expect those rolls. That 96 should have been the first roll. And then
yes, I know. that 96 would have been one of us taking up, lifting off from Gothic loaded with bombs.
Oh, that would have been so fucking horrifying. The players have been like, fuck, and change a bunch of stats, skills. Kinley's strength would have fallen back down to more reasonable levels. He'd have been pissed.
All right, so we're doing a quick fly over to the east, see if we can spot the missing flying craft and the mages.
And
I
that
would
was,
like to.
and that was the end of the first Dwarven War. So, moving on.
Not the last one.
Not the last one, of course not.
But it will make a lot of people have second thoughts about attacking the humans.
Yeah. We send out flying cars that blow up your formations. Fuck you. Are you happy now? Happy? Great. Or war? No? Fine. So,
Except if it's the bird people that decide to attack,
Yes.
then they're screwed.
So, right.
They need bigger windscreen wipers.
Are you wanting to do quick bubble maps with less description or full description normal bubble maps? What do you want to do? I don't know what you're after here.
We can do quick, and then if we see anything of interest,
Sure.
then decide.
Okay, from Kinleyville, you have several. By the way, you have to spend a week or so partying because end of the war, you know. By the way, they do have something special they'd like Alex Kinley to do.
Oh, God.
Yes, they would like you to simply intimidate the dwarves into submission. That's all. Just one intimidation roll. It works up different than that because the dwarves are like, oh no, he's been taken by the evil spirits of the hammer.
I don't even say a word. I just give them the stare.
All right.
Partying for a week? Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Cool. So then, from Kinleyville, here are your choices. The Darius seems well placed. A unnamed foothills, several hours from Kinleyville by flying car. The Mar River, which is a big muddy river, toward Alexopolis. Back toward the Middle Plains, back toward Alexburg. Or, yeah, those are your choices from Kinleyville.
Hang on a second. I'm just trying to find Kinleyville on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Foothill, 5 days from Kinleyville. Mar River. Middle Plains, Alexopolis.
Mm-hmm.
So which way sort of east, if we say west was where the
I would recommend going toward. Now, keep in mind that you can still like kind of fly easterish, but if you're wanting to get to the where the Hydra used to be, like the swamp, if you want to head toward the swamp.
Oh, so up Mar River towards the swamp.
Uh-huh.
I mean, our main thing is to try and work out where. I suppose, was there any leads that the mages were following, or did they just spin around and point in a direction and walk that way?
Well,
I heard they went east.
East-ish, yeah.
Then we go east-ish.
All right. So, yes, from the swamp then, near the Dagon Temple, you guys fly back to Lake Wrath. From Lake Wrath, there's, once again, Alex, you're having a weird feeling of deja vu.
Ah.
Yeah. Are you still wearing your parachute?
If we're in the flying cars,
It's pretty uncomfortable and you're not able to securely strap in.
I have faith in Doc.
yeah, I only with the NPCs was I wearing.
All right. So
Let me see.
he's got hero points. We're not going to die. No problem. Let's see. There's some islands and shit, Lake Wrath, some sort of underwater shit. After Lake Wrath, you have a choice of either going to Freddy Hates This Jungle, aka the Jungle of Hatred, or you can go to the Gleam River.
So it was like there's one that branches off, and one's like certain doom, and the other one's like lovely and fluffy bunnies.
There's all kinds of shit over here. The PCs have seen much of the shit over here, but not all of the shit that's over here. And there's a lot of places that nobody has gone. No man has seen. There's also, well, so which do you want to try, Gleam River or Freddy Hates This Jungle?
Well, I'm guessing Freddy Hates This Jungle has already been gone.
Yeah, it was a jungle Doc Freddy and I went through. If it's the one I think you're talking about.
Well, you've been through part of it, but there's a lot of different shit with it.
Yeah, I know that there was lots of different offshoots that we didn't do. I'm just trying to find my notes.
Have we done King River though yet?
No.
Well, Doc had flashbacks about when he was going up the Gleam River. He felt like he was getting sucked up toward him, toward Kurtz. But Doc seems to be dozing off. Unfortunately, he is the pilot. You guys are like, wait the fuck. Docking, sleepy time.
There's a heater underneath there.
Is that making you poo out?
No, it's dried my eyes out. And I don't have any Visine.
Have you tried new eyes?
I'd love some cyber eyes. But I really don't need them, do I?
That is the best fucking bit ever. All right, so Gleam River or Freddy Hates This Jungle? I mean, you can always go back and fly somewhere.
So Gleam River, there was the very swift flowing off it. Then there was Lake Misery. Off Lake Misery was the big shrine with village, which is where we had our Apocalypse Now encounter. Or off that there was the Southern Shore, where there was trees with webbing and giant spiders.
It made me so happy when Chris discovered it was Apocalypse Now dialogue.
From the big shrine, there was the red flower fields, the opium fields, and then there was jungle from there, which is where we killed them. I don't know if there was anything else in there that we had not seen that we can now see since we're flying over.
Quite possibly.
Well, let's. So you're saying you didn't explore the whole of the jungle that Freddy was in? Freddy hates.
No, there was a heap of stuff we didn't do. Like there was termite mounds and big monkeys. There was a river, which I assume is Gleam River. We didn't check out that section of it. We checked out the ruined city.
The flying car is not the thing to do to check out the jungle. Pretty much, the flying car is great for getting an overview of what's where.
Yeah.
Either coming back to it or dispatching people to go die in it later. Like Freddy, because he hates that jungle.
So we're in the west now, the part that we have not explored much of, right?
When you say west, do you mean east?
The east-west, right.
This is why your navigation rolls always fail. So you are east. You are east of you're east of the mountains. Like here's a way to look at it. Starting on the left-hand side of the page, the west, desert, mountains, middle plains where Kinleyville and all that shit is. And then east of that, more toward the right of the page, is like the Lake Mar or Lake Wrath and shit. And you guys are east of that in some fucking jungle areas.
So we want to go to the opposite side completely because we've seen all this shit.
You've seen some of there's a lot of little shit that you guys haven't explored because exploring on foot's fucking slow and painful.
Okay, we don't care. Like I want to go to the place we have not been to at all.
Yes, that's why because you don't know exactly where you have and have not been. That's why I'm asking where would you like to go, because
we'll do Gleam River first.
All right.
If you'd
do Gleam River first,
everything off of Freddy Hates This Jungle, and I'd say you fly over there and this is what you find. As it is, if you want to go to Freddy Hates the Jungle, I'll tell you what's off of it, and you go, I don't recognize that. Basically, by not mapping or having anybody ever map, you're slowing yourself down, which I'm totally fine with. That way you keep out of amber, because amber's too good for the likes of you, paleface.
We'll do Gleam River first.
Right, Gleam River. No problem. You go down the Gleam River. Part of it's like this big fucking skull on the river and shit like that. It looks big and ominous, like somebody carved out of a rock. You go past that and you get to Lake Misery. Lake Misery is where the goblins and stuff were. From Lake Misery, you have you could either go to wow, there's some fucking jungle. The south of it's got all the big spider webs and shit in it. You're thinking giant spiders, best keep the flying car out of that shit. Otherwise, there'll be two different frustrated creatures, the PCs and whatever's trying to eat it. Or, of course, you go to the big Shrine of Zog. Looks like that shit's abandoned. From the Shrine of Zog, it goes to red flowers and lots of fields, then jungle, then beach, then the ocean. Then,
have you guys been to the Shrine to Zog before?
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Okay.
And that's pretty much all that's in this area. So basically, that takes care of the Gleam River area.
Yeah, I didn't think there was much there that we hadn't seen.